I've got some material, I've got some music page, I've got some old diary, I've got some tea dyed paper that's been stamped, that's some more material, and then I've got this. I've got these 3 strips, and I've got this selection of backgrounds. I've got some torn paper there, I probably won't use that, but we'll see. We've got some labels, we've got that which I found on my desk, well I actually found it on the floor under my desk, and we've got some images. This is the 3rd set in Tracie Fox's December Daily Advent Christmas Clusters freebie, and each of the sets has a page with these strips and some images on, a page of taggy bits, a page of fussy cutty bits, a page of backgroundy bits, and some of the sets have labels on. I don't know what the 4th set has, if it's got labels as well. Some of them don't have labels, they've all got some words. I'm presuming the 4th set does. The 1st set was a kind of Victorian Christmassy. The 2nd set was the blue frosties with animals. This set is the blue frosties with birdies. We've got some lovely cardinals which we don't get in this country, but we've got robins that we do get in this country, and penguins that neither the States nor the UK has. Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name is Kirsten, this is where I art and craft. What the December Daily Advent Christmas Clusters is it's a freebie collaboration. All the kits are free. As I said, go and look at Tracie's first video and she'll explain it all to you. She'll give you the links to where you can get the freebies. All the kits are free, and it's a way of having a freebie style December. There's also December Daily Advent as normal using the Festive Dispatch kit, which is glorious, and the red one of this goes very well with this. These 2 past weeks, it's not weeks, it's slightly different from a week, but the one that was the last set 2, and this set 3, these are more kind of the frosty image. And Tracie also had a kit out before December called Frosty Forest, and these ones go better with that. And the nice thing about that kit is not only is it a digital kit, but you can also buy ready printed papers. They're double-sided, and it's so I'm actually going to use some of these to put on, not those ones because they're full size, and I've done everything half size. And I'm going to, there's been lots of clusters, I've done clusters, I've already done clusters from this kit, this set. There's lots of clusters. I thought I'd try and do something that maybe nobody else had done, so I'm going to do page edges, but I'm going to do them like a cluster. So I've got these strips of material, I've got my strips of paper, I've got these strips which I think I'm going to leave as strips, but that doesn't necessarily say they're not going to be covered up. So shall we start by just inking these up? Let's start by doing that. Three strips in each of the sets. Well, there has been so far, and I'm presuming there will be in the 4th set as well. Have you been joining in with it? I hope you have, because the clusters, the ones I've seen, have been fabulous, and there's so much variety, you know. But that's because these freebies are enormous. 4 pages, 4 sets, 4 pages. So by the end of December, you will have 16 glorious pages of freebies that you can use time and time again with other kits or with other stuff. All you've had to do is print them out. Right, okay. So let's start building which one shall we start with? Let's start with that one, seeing that one's on top. And which one shall we put on this? Let's put, this is the brightest one, so I think this is probably the one that can probably go for that most, can't it? Let's put that one on there. Do we want a bit of, I want a bit of something behind. Shall we use that? Or shall we use that? We can have the date showing or not have the date showing. Quite like that actually. I think I'm maybe going to use, I think I want one that's got, I could just do it that way now. Let's do it that way now, so it's got some of the printing. Oh yeah, like that. That needs to be a bit shorter. Let's just tear that off there. I should maybe torn it off the other end first, because I've now got a very straight end there, but let's not worry about that at the moment, because this is very straight as well. Let's put another bit of, let's put a bit of lace. See, some of it can go over. Over like that. Maybe can I put that up? Oh, I like that, like that. Let's put that there. Maybe should have decided what I was going to use as a focal image first, shouldn't I? Let's just have that a wee bit shorter. So we're not covering up that birdie. There we go. Might even put this down on there to tie that with the other side. Right, what should we use as a focal image? Just so I know where I'm going with it. I could use, oh, shall we use this blue circular one? I could use, there's a robin there, so not a robin. Oh, how about owlie? This owlie is a slight misprint. It's not supposed to have that purple head, but I quite like that purple head. So I think we'll just leave that purple head there. We'll just shifty this down a bit, I think maybe. I don't mind the doves peeping out of behind him. Let's use some of this, one of these background bits. We could use something like that in there. Don't think I want that bit there. I don't really think I want this nice and neat either. Let's just tear that down there. Try not to lose too much of it, because I kind of like the pine cones. I've lost a bit of the pine cones, but never mind. Right. Oh yeah, prefer that. What else do we want? Maybe a bit of music. Because we've covered up most of the, so let's just put, we could put that back on there. I've stamped some of these already with, some of them were already had things on. Things like this Yuletide I've stamped with Tracie's stamps. Her festive Yuletide Dreams text. There's a Yuletide. I quite like that, because I quite like that with the bright at the top. I want something else that's very blue, I think, at the top. Oh, how about something like that? And that really kind of bounces up there. Although there's blue jays there. Something with a more constant blue like that. Now, see, now that's looking quite good. The problem I have is he's too small. Now I did do all this is half size. I did also print it out full size because as I said, I've already done some clusters. I think I still have this owl. He doesn't have his purple head. There he's there. It's a snowy owl. I'm just wondering if I want that. Oh no, he's too big. Too big. So I'm just wondering if there's a need for something else here that's more prominent. What about one that's smaller? But oh, see what's happened to the. All right, I've now covered up those doves, haven't I? So I could replace the doves, and I think that one's actually come from one of the strips. So maybe if I put the Yuletide up there and put the doves on there, maybe put that. Don't want it too high up. So that's just replacing the doves because I'd already printed the strip and used the strip for something else. See, same doves. I don't actually like them there. Maybe put them down here. See, if I put that there though, I feel like I need something above it. Like that. How am I feeling about that? Do we want to put this other strip underneath here as well? Just to kind of give it a bit more solidity underneath it. I think I really need to be sticking these things down as I'm doing it. Because A, I'm overthinking, and B, I've now got to take it all apart to stick it down anyway. And we also need to ink. These bits will look better once they're inked. So let's take this all apart. Let's just do that. Right, let's start by sticking this down here. This is a bit of tie-dye. It just gives it a lovely effect. And this is a bit of Tim Holtz. I think it's called something like Electric Dreams, but I'm not 100% sure of that. It's been around a wee while, this one. Did I want that underneath this? I think I did, didn't I? There we go. Then this music paper. Let's ink that. Let's just put a couple of creases in it as well. Let it catch it. Let's just make sure I've got this right place with regards to this. Okay. I want to make sure we can still see the bits. Right, this was going underneath here as well. Let's ink this first. Let's just stick that on there like. Was it going down that way, weren't we? Down that way. Then we had this bit underneath here as well, didn't we? That. And then did we not have another bit going down here? No. Maybe we'll want another bit going down there. Let's just put this on first. Let's that go that way. No, we wanted that way, didn't we? And that can go on top of it like that. Yeah, I've maybe not put this over as far as I wanted to put it, have I? Is that going to come up? It's not really. So let's just put it back underneath there again. Stick this back down. Just have to stay in not quite the right place. I think that means that we are going to put this under, but I think we're going to put it under this side. Okay, I think this is the side we want. Or do we want it on this side? Could do with having a bit more of this cut off. Right, let's just do that and put that there. I think it just gives it a wee bit more. Yeah, prefer that. This one then goes on here. Should have inked this one and I didn't. Let's just get a bit of ink on this. There we go. That then can go on there. Right, and I think what I want to do is put this through the sewing machine. Just doing a kind of random stitch on it. So my sewing machine, what have I done with my pin? My pin's on a big lump of rock. I shouldn't lose it. So I'm going to sew this and then I'll be back. So this is it. Now it's been sewn and stuck together, and I just raised these up a little bit so the owl, this usual tile with the doves, and this little cardinal, that's the name, is just raised up. And I also then used some glacial paste just to give a little sparkle on the snow underneath the birds and on these trees down here, and jelly roll pen on those and down across the bright. And then this one I did slightly different. I sewed around the background, but the strip is raised up, the whole of the strip is raised up. We've got some bling and also a wee fastener on here. And then this one, for those of you that maybe either don't have a sewing machine or don't like to put paper in your sewing machine, this one I've just drawn the stitches round here, all the way round, and also round these two wee little kind of bits that are part of the background there, and done some faux cross stitch as well. Then this is all raised up on top, and if I can just catch the light of that, can you see? Yeah, you can just about see, can't you? I then heat embossed just with clear. It's just a generic holly stamp I had. These then will end up going on pages. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed all the cluster videos. There's still more to come because it doesn't end on the 25th of December. It goes right to the 31st of December. All the details are down below, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you found something that you enjoyed here in this little video. Bye for now. Keep crafting. Thanks for watching.